The immortal John Hancock here, and today I have a special video. I've waited a long time for this to come out, and I'm happy to say I'm one of the few that will be able to review the RetroN 5 3-in-1 adapter. I've waited forever to play my Game Gear carts on a TV set. Now, I know there's ways of converting your Game Gear or having your Game Gear modded, but those are really expensive. And you know, I have owned a RetroN 5 since it came out, and you know, Hyperkin sent me a 3-in-1 adapter to review, and so here I am. I feel like I'm in a unique position of being able to review it because A, I have a US Master System library, and B, I have a complete loose cart Game Gear set in the US as well. And so I wanted to showcase what I thought of it and throw a bunch of games at it and see what works and what doesn't. Let's check it out. So here again is the packaging. Pretty sweet. Packaging matches the RetroN 5. It's pretty slick. And here's the device. And it's a sturdy build. And as you can see there, Game Gear, Master System, and Master System card. And I'm going to show you what those are. And it fits in the Genesis slot in the back of the unit. Ka-chunk. And it does kind of stand kind of tall, but that's okay. It's got a nice sturdy build and stays in there pretty secure. So Master System cartridges. This is what a Master System cartridge looks like. This is Shinobi. And the cartridges go on the top there. And the Game Gear, this is what a Game Gear cart looks like, if you haven't seen one before. And the Game Gear carts slide on the side there into the unit. And here is the not too common Sega card. And it kind of looks like a TurboGrafx Hue card a little bit. And then those slide in like that. And there you have it. Did come with a bag and the packaging, and that's pretty much what it came with, and that's the relevant size to the RetroN 5. And there you go. Let's go check out some games. Right, the whole reason I totally recommend the RetroN 5 3-in-1 adapter is to play Game Gears. And I had this cart long in my collection, a long time. I bought it at a game store in Beaverton, and I can't believe, you know, it's Elise Day 2, it's Power Strike 2, never came to the States. This is an import Game Gear game. I'm like, for sure this is not going to work in this device. And I popped it right in, and lo and behold, it works. And it looks great. The whole reason I wanted to get this device is to play this. And so just a heads up that I have confirmed that the RetroN 5 3-in-1 adapter will be available February 28th to pre-orders. So you can pre-order this. It's going to be $60. And this is the reason why I recommend it, is playing awesome stuff, especially, you know, Game Gear games. It just looks so awesome. So yeah, so there we go. I mean, it just looks great, plays great. There were some third-party carts that have not worked. The Codemaster games for Game Gear, I have not been able to get work, but this is still in beta. This is not official, so they're still working on compatibility. The same thing happened to the RetroN 5, you know, which I know well. And so the RetroN 5 just took time to get everything figured out, and then they figured it out, and it's now a lot better than it was when it was launched. And so pretty stoked. This is a great shooter. I was a fan of the series, fan of the company that made this, and yeah, it's fast, furious. It's good, plays good, and you're not staring at a terrible Game Gear screen anymore. You're playing it on your TV. This is great for people that just want to pick up a couple Game Gear carts that maybe not want to collect the system. You know, the Game Gear had some great games on the system. I have the complete U.S. library. I plan on doing an overview of that, and you know, showing more maybe of. Oh man, totally died. So yeah, take that, get it. Different power-ups, sweet. This got a lot of different power-ups too. Great graphics, great shooter. Oh, cool, made it to the boss. You know, for a Game Gear game, this is amazing. Very colorful. Sounds like a little mid-boss. So I got some type of like barrier on me. It's making me play better. Oh! Womp womp. So there you have it. On to the next game. So here's another great game on the system, on the Game Gear system, is Fatal Fury Special. Now, if you would have told me that a Game Gear port of Fatal Fury Special was decent, I would have laughed at you. But it is. It's great. And again, you know, another great reason to get this 3-in-1 adapter is just to showcase what the Game Gear actually was capable of. This is an excellent port of a great fighting game. You know, I'm an owner of, you know, the MVS cart, the AES cart, the Neo Geo Pocket Edition, and you know, I like this version. It's great. Got some different modes on it. You know, it's pixelated, but it kind of has some charm to that. And you know, you can choose from roster. Of course, I'm going to be Terry. My favorite character. You can choose your enemy. Doesn't really matter because I'll probably get worked. But one thing I like about this game is the ease of controls. Like they just, you know, it's a great version of Fatal Fury Special, and on 8-bit form, and it plays smooth. It's great. You know, I am able to pull off moves, and you know, as I tell you, I may put moves and then I can't pull them off. Jeez. Come on. There you go. Yeah, take that. Alright. Click, click, click. Using the RetroN controller, which isn't the easiest on fighters, but it's working. Again, just a great micro version of this game, and it plays well, and it looks fantastic on the screen here. You know, I'm not playing on it. You know, I'm playing on a little, I don't know, 19-inch HD screen, and it looks fantastic. Did I win? Yay! I won! Woo! It's got the great animations. I mean, again, I'm a fan of the series. Always loved playing Terry. A long time ago went as Halloween as Terry Bogard, and I had a wig and everything. I had a windbreaker with a star that a friend of mine ironed onto my jacket. Good times, good times. I was a lot younger then. Oh, come on, come on. Let's do this. Take that. Yeah, take that. Alright. Alright, sweet. Yeah, the moves are easy on this this version, and they did an excellent job with it. And you know, it's one of the kind of the go-to Game Gear games that I like playing. And you know, I'm a huge Neo Geo fan of the series, and so this is what I go to. Thought I'd show it. So again, this is still in beta, but it was nice to see that at least this did boot up. It is an unknown cartridge at this time, but again, I know that Hyperkin's working on this, and so this is a pretty cool game, Master of Darkness. I pretty much consider this like a Castlevania style like game. And it was a game you couldn't only find on the Master System, and there was a Game Gear version. So here we go. Nice to see this game, being able to play it on a big screen. I haven't played this in a while, so yeah, it's definitely an interesting game. I'm just happy to play it finally. You have to get through the kind of the boring dialogue here. Blah blah blah. Okay. Come on now. Oh my gosh! Come on. All right, here we go. Fun game though. Get past that. But it plays a lot like a Castlevania game. Good graphics. Wow, it looks really great in the screen here. Yep. Get different items and stuff, and it's a bunch of secrets. Go over here. All right. Yeah, it plays really well. It's nice. Nice to see that this actually works. I was, again, they're still working on the compatibility. I'm not worried about that. They're gonna get it to work as time goes on. But again, I threw tons of cartridges at this unit, and almost all of them did a boot right up. So yeah, could be a dirty cart too. I have to maybe clean my cartridge, but it's playing fine. That's all that really matters. Okay, here. Got some weird power-ups and multiple paths and stuff. This is a neat game. I really enjoy this game. But yeah, if you like Castlevania, Master of Darkness, definitely check it out. But yeah, I'm a big action fan. Those are the type of games I kind of gravitate to. I do like racing, occasional sports. I'm just, I don't know what it is. I'm just kind of out of my RPG phase. So, I kind of gravitate to games that are like this. Get it. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's nice to have a health bar. At least it's not like one-hit kills or something. Right. Like Castlevania, up in an action button, and you got a secondary gun feature. So yeah, so there you have it. Kind of a nice taste of the game. Looks great on the screen, ultra crisp. Next up is R-Type. R-Type's a great Master System game. And I wanted to show an additional feature that the 3-in-1 has included into it. It's very cool. So R-Type is one of the Master System games with enhanced audio capabilities. And so there was an add-on to the Sega Mark III overseas. And what it was an enhanced audio chip that really made the sound of the Master System much better. The Master System suffered from, I believe, some weak audio, and now, without having to buy any expensive additional hardware or anything, you can play these Master System games. There's a decent amount of them. I don't know how many there are, but I wanted to showcase a couple of the games and show you what the sounds like, and it's awesome. So this is R-Type, one of my favorite shooters, and this is just an awesome version on the Master System, and now you can play it with its designed, enhanced sound, which, to me that really was just the Achilles heel of the system. And plays awesome, looks awesome. just a well done version of the game. I'm really just happy that they made this adapter finally. I mean, I'm just to play just Master System. I know that you can play the Master System games earlier. Oh, totally died. This game is just as hard as it used to be. Oh yeah, just love hearing the sound. Just sounds awesome. I just love the enhanced sound of this game. And running this back in the day, it was one of the Master System games that when I got a Master System in high school, there was a rental store that had Master System games. Went back when it was going out of business, and I bought some games that I grew up with, so it was really cool. But rented R-Type. I never was really good at this game. It's just one of those games that's challenging, but it's so well done. Just an awesome game. Definitely worth checking out. I mean, now you're playing it on the RetroN 5. You have save states. Play it on a modern TV. Use different options for controllers. This is great. I mean, for classic shooters, it doesn't get much better than R-Type. Let's see here. Let's get past this. I forgot how fun this was. Oh, nope. Not today. Up next is a classic, Shinobi. And I'm happy to announce that Shinobi also has the FM enhanced sound. And such a great version of the game. There's several versions of this game on classic consoles. PC Engine being a really, really good one too. But, I grew up with this one, and it's a Sega console. And so this was, for me, one of my first experiences with Master System. And such an awesome game. Played it in the arcade a lot. This is a good version. Definitely it's scaled down. But, the enhanced sound definitely makes a difference. As challenging as it was back in the day. Yeah. Play this all day long. I don't know, there's something about playing a classic 8-bit game at the end of the day, long hard day. Just some good old-fashioned arcade goodness here. This was the strength of Sega. Sega really just, I think Sega needs to rethink, instead of making so many Sonic games, they need to make more. Where's our Shinobi? Come on. Oh, this is good. Plays well on the RetroN 5. It looks crystal clear. Plays well, looks well. If I'm dying, it's because I suck at a game. So yeah, that's Shinobi. It sounds great. The enhanced sound capabilities. Yeah. Gosh, this takes me back. I rented this late 80s. Had hardly any money. I mean, I was renting games because I didn't have enough money to buy a lot back in the day. And, I had an allowance, a very meager allowance, and by mowing lawns. And that's I did play this after I had my Sega Genesis on a power-based converter. And so yeah, that's my first experience really with Master System. Is I really grew up with Genesis over Master System, and then went back and got a Master System after I got a Genesis. So I have, I was pretty much a Nintendo kid growing up, and so I've learned to really appreciate the Master System now. It had such great capabilities. So I'm just happy that Sega had some of its ultimate classics come out on the system, and gosh, Shinobi doesn't get much better than Shinobi. And Love the bonus stage. I'm glad. So happy. Ah, I died. Up next is Rastan, and I played a lot of this in the arcade. And this is a faithful port. And come to find out, another game with the FM enhanced sound, and it sounds awesome. I'm really happy with playing this. I haven't played this in a long time. Again, a very, very well done port of the arcade. You know, it's 8-bit. You know, it's definitely this is not going to blow you away graphics wise. And you know, if you've played a lot of like Super Nintendo or Genesis, you might be disappointed with Master System, but you know, it's good. It's good. I think my favorite port of this game is the Atari XEGS version that my friend John Rose showed me. It's pretty crazy awesome. But this is good. Sound is definitely good. It's all here. Oh no! I remember in the arcade, if you landed in the water, you died. This is kind of nice to give you a health bar, a little bit more chance of surviving. Let's see, can I make it over here? Oh, love the down thrust. But yeah, I mean, this game is oozing, you know, the 80s, and you know, Conan the Barbarian style game. Just great, looks great. I mean, I feel like I'm controlling Conan. But yeah, it's good. Good, nice. Definitely a good version of it. Plays well. Sounds awesome. I mean, the enhanced sound definitely. This is a game that really adds an element to the game. And so this is a hard game. I don't know if I've ever beat this. I want to say me and my friend Rose, John Rose, tried beating it. I don't know if we did. Man, I'm just getting work here. Alright. Come on, okay. Oh! Man, I'm just getting worked. Oh! Come on, man. But yeah, there it is. It's, that's the game. It's tough as it always has been. But yeah, I enjoy playing classic 8-bit stuff, and it's just so nice that Hyperkin has released a product here in the States. You know, the RetroN 5. You know, again, it's not a perfect solution, but you know, honestly, old hardware is dying. You know, it doesn't look great on an HD TV, and the fact that you have something like the RetroN 5 that can play so many classic consoles all in one spot. It's great for people that don't have a lot of space. It's good for people too that maybe they want to buy one classic console and kind of pick and choose multiple systems, you know, and just having this 3-in-1 adapter, it just adds to that flexibility that for the gamer that doesn't want a complete collection of something, or just a game here, a game there, and can play it and have something to display on the shelves. Just so neat that there's options like the RetroN 5. So here's the RetroN 5 menu, and I'm going to be playing Trancepot, and that's a Sega card. And the Sega cards go on the left-hand side of the 3-in-1 adapter, and it pops right up with the menu, and it shows Trancepot on the menu. That's really a nice feature. And you know, like many other RetroN 5 games, there's different settings. There's filters. There's scan lines. Let's play it. So this is Trancepot. And here we go. And it's just a simple shooter. It's not the best shooter. You know, this was an early, I do believe, Master System game. So, you know, at the height of robot craze, and so I just wanted to show some of the gameplay. You know, plays flawlessly, you know, and it looks great. And it's got a weird power-up system, and if you press the other button, you can eventually get weapons, and you can transform, and it's pretty neat. Hence the name Trancepot. But yeah, it's kind of like a cross for me. It's got kind of the looks a little bit like Fantasy Zone. I don't know if it's just the weird enemies or graphics mixed with something else. But yeah, it's weird. Oh, there's a robot. And so yeah, you get old spread. So yeah, simple game, but you know, it looks great on this adapter. You know, again, this would make me want to purchase more Master System games, you know, and to have all these options to play physical media cartridges on what I consider the RetroN 5 as kind of replacement hardware. And so it's kind of the hybrid of not emulating something, but you know, the ability to play this on a modern TV, making it look great. You know, and I know that the RetroN 5 hardware is not perfect, but you know, I use mine. I have taken mine to conventions, to gaming meetups, and it plays great. This is playing great, and I like the ability too that, you know, you don't have to use a Master System controller to play this game. You know, you have all the options. You know, you can play it with a Nintendo controller, play it with a Super Nintendo controller, play it with a Genesis controller. I just think that's neat. There's some neat options there. So there you have that. So there you have it. What did you think? Is this something you'd be interested in purchasing? I do believe this is going to be available at the end of February. Overall, I thought it was pretty solid. You know, it didn't play everything that of all the carts I tried in my library. There was a couple that didn't work, but it's still in beta, and so they're still adding compatibility to it. You know, the firmware update's a little difficult to do. I mean, you have to be a little technical, being able to take an SD card and update it through a computer. But other than that, it's a solid product. It gives my thumbs up. I thought the overall what it can do and the affordability of the product is making it a must-buy for me. So check it out. The information should be on their website, and availability of the product should be listed as well. Thank you for watching this video. I do 2 videos a week. Thank you for all the supporters and subscribers. It helps me out. This is the immortal John Hancock. Take care. Looking for some new games for your collection? You need Boxo Game Gear. That's right. Boxo Game Gear can store the entire US collection in one box, each sold separately.